I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen.
The reality of being a Twitch streamer. Okay, so in this video, we're gonna kind of dive deep into the stuff that people don't really talk about. The stress it is to be a YouTuber, content creator of any sort, and it's pretty much the same way across the boards of if you're a Twitch streamer, YouTuber, or a social media influencer on any type of platform. All of these play hand in hand, and these are the things people don't really talk about. And I've been on Twitch for 6 years now, and I have come across every single thing that we're about to talk about. The first thing, it's exhausting. Seriously. What I mean by it's exhausting, it's draining. People think that all you do is click the go live button, then you're set. And there's so much more that goes involved with this that people don't really think about. Yeah, I hit a go live button. There's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people don't really explain. Let's first talk about social media. So you have your Facebook posts, you got your Snapchats, you got your Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, and of course you got Twitch. You've got to be able to market yourself on every single one of these platforms, which means you have to do it differently on each platform because each one has a different algorithm. And you have to learn what each platform's algorithm is. Prime example, Twitch really doesn't have an algorithm other than how active you are on Twitch, how dedicated you are to your streams. That's how you get more notice. TikTok, you have to do 3 posts a day at any given time to market around it. So I do morning, afternoon, and night to advertise it. Once you learn the algorithm of each one, it does make it a little bit simpler, but the learning curve of that is so hard. Branding must be the same across every single platform so that when somebody sees it, they're like, I know who that is. And the average person that is making it big don't really change their branding at all. It's really hard to come up with a concept that you really like that you can stick with for a long time. So for me, it's going to sound really weird because I do have 2 separate brandings. I have one, which is YouTube, that my branding is pink and yellow, and it's me. And then on Twitch, it's rainbow, and it's me. I've got to move my Twitch one more to yellow and pink because then everything will match straight across. Let's talk about cost of equipment. This is the part that people consider, but they don't really consider. They think about the actual equipment, but they don't think about more in depth of that. So we've got the cost of your internet every single month so that you're able to do your streams, upload your videos, the cost of your cameras. Cameras are updated anywhere between every year to every 5 years, depending on what brand you go with. Your PC, oh my God, let me just go ahead and talk about this a little bit. When I first started on Twitch, I started from my PS4 and I recorded with the PS4 camera. Worst quality in the world, by the way. Then I was like, you know what, I have a laptop, let me try this. I went to my laptop, and unfortunately for my laptop, that my capture card wasn't strong enough to withhold my games, withstand my streams, and things of that nature. So then I had to buy another PC, and I recently just bought a gaming PC. That gaming PC cost me $2,000. I haven't made $2,000 on Twitch. It's a lot of money. The software that you need for editing your videos or editing your pictures or promoting yourself, you need software for that. There are plenty of free stuff out there, but it's better to go ahead and just purchase something that you want so that you can learn that one software. So when you are in it, you are in it, and you can work on this even when your internet cuts out. Cost of headphones for PC, it could range anywhere from $20 to $200. That's just for PC. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the exact same way across the board. Stuff is not cheap. Your emotes for Twitch. Emotes can cost you anywhere between $5 per emote, or you can get a bundle pack for $35, $100, whatever you decide to do. And people don't really think about this. They think, okay, emote, you just need tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and that's not 100% true, because the more subs you have, you open up more columns for more emotes. So then of course you would want to fulfill that. So you then turn around and try to go, okay, well I need another one because I got another opening. I need to be able to fulfill it. Well, then there's also your bit badges. You also have your, how many months people have subscribed to you. They can go ahead and have their own custom badge. When I mean own custom, I mean like if you're a new subscriber, let's say that your emote is red and You've been here for 3 months, now it's blue. You've been here for 6 months and it's green. You've been here for a whole year and it's yellow, you know. You've been here for 3 years, it's rainbow. Each one will have to have its own color, theme. All of this costs money. Overlays. I will be coming out with a video very soon on how to do simple overlays so that you can start your branding process. It's super easy. It's a software that's free online. I highly recommend you getting your own software like Photoshop, but if you don't have Photoshop, it's okay. This can get you by until you're able to. But the cost of overlays are also expensive, and people don't think about that. People think, okay, an overlay, no big problem. You have multiple scenes that you have to come up with. You have your starting soon screen, you have your live gameplay screen, camera overlay, you intermission overlay, you have be right back, stream ending. Maybe you want to be able to do custom alerts. All of this stuff it becomes so stressful at this point because these are the things that people don't really think about when they want to start a Twitch stream. Then we have mic. I have a blue snowball ice mic. It's time for me to upgrade it. I don't know what I'm gonna upgrade it to. I'm listening to what my current viewers are telling me, what are great mics and everything, and every single body has a different opinion on mics. So it's hard to figure out which one is one of the best ones to use. Games. You obviously want to be able to get the newest game, newest DLC, all of the good stuff when it first comes out, but it's expensive. I physically cannot do that. So I've got to wait until I start getting like discounts or look for free games just so that I'm able to play these games with people. Something that you can do that's not part of what you should be doing is I went ahead recently and did photographs for my branding. Getting headshots done and things that really incorporate things that you're into for your branding, make it more of a professional way, that really shows how serious you are about your branding. The cost of monitors, whew, let me tell you, I want to say it's a 27-inch in there, and it cost me 120 bucks. And if I got a 27-inch TV, it would not be 120 bucks. It's expensive. So now that we've got all of the cost of everything, we're gonna go ahead and move on to networking. Networking is a super easy one, but it's still tedious and it could be draining. Being present in other people's streams and allowing people to get to know you and trying your best not to promote your own stream can be very tedious. I've figured out a way to do it where people, including partner streamers, are able to notice me and they recognize me and they get super excited when I come in there because I'm a positive person and I goof with the streamer and I goof with chat. I figure out ways to really make my stance with people, and that's how I go from there. But you have to have a personality that's very similar to that. You can't just open it up and expect it to happen. Lurking in other people's streams, not that we have an issue with anybody lurking in other people's streams, but people don't really get to know you as a lurker. You lurking, oh, okay, thank you. People don't hear you anymore. Nobody's gonna come see you and hang out with you if you just come into someone's channel and just lurk. I know nothing about my normal lurkers because they don't really talk in my stream. I enjoy having them because they do help with my viewership, but I would like to get to know them. I would love if they sat around, chit-chatted with me and, you know, let me get to know them and they got to know me more other than being that lurker. And I know not everybody's gonna agree with that. Other people will be like, well, I enjoy the fact that I have that extra viewer. Yeah, but you gotta refresh the page every hour to be considered a real lurker. And most people don't do that. Most people will have you up on their computer and they walk away and they wash dishes and they cook food and they do laundry. They don't sit there at the computer every step of the moment refreshing their computer to make sure that you continue that average viewership. Giving time to people to let them get to know you is the biggest thing I can tell you. It is also extremely draining. The average person will have to meet somebody or see a promotion of some sort 3 times in order for them to pique an interest at any point, which means you can go to someone's stream, they could be excited and be like, oh my god, hey love kid, how are you doing? But if you don't continue to keep going back, you are not going to see the growth that you want to see. Now we come to collaboration. This is the part that a lot of people get messed up. And what I mean by that, people want to collaborate with bigger streamers. Not how it works. You have to find people that are very similar vibes to you. You have to find people with the exact same size crowd as you, similar viewership, similar following, etc. And the reason why I say this is because don't be a clout chaser. In other words, like, you can hang out with people that are partner streamers, but don't ask anything out of it. I notice this so much. I actually have somebody who tries to leech off of me. because I am considered quote unquote bigger than them. And I've caught on to being able to see this very quickly. I don't like playing, like I don't really involve. People love to take advantage of on this platform. Keep that in mind. So you can't take things to heart when they do it, but you gotta remember to stand your ground. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Staying social on all of your social media is hard. What I mean by that is on my normal days, on my normal months, I stream about 12 times a month. One of those days during that month, I'm doing a movie night. One of those days during that month, I'm doing a game night with my community, which means it's not on Twitch, it's all in my Discord. By the way, Discord link down below. I have meetings with mods every month. You got sponsorships with brands that are emailing you that you need to get back to them as soon as possible and read over the contract. You have so much that goes into this. Social media isn't just posting and going live. Not only do you have to post things like that, but you also have to be interactive with these things, people. I see so many posting, hey, going live, playing Fortnite, come hang out. Why? Why should I hang out with you when I don't know nothing about you? There are millions of people on this platform working non-stop. I work 7 days a week. I don't get a break. Just because I only stream 4 days a week, that's all what people see. But I'm constantly trying to build my brand all the time. Just because the camera stops doesn't mean I do. You've got to stay very active on all social medias at all times, regardless if you're live or not. Let's go ahead and start with negative drawback, keeping your best face forward. What this means is when somebody is testing you, you have to maintain that present and that good image that you have put forward. Which means if somebody comes at you sideways and you have this very down-to-earth, positive vibes kind of thing, maybe you're a toker, maybe you're not. Somebody says something way left field to you, you have to still keep that maintained rhythm and vibe. Now, if you're a hype person and somebody comes in and they say something left field to you, you can get hype with them because that is the image that you're portraying. Not saying it's the wrong image. You always want to put your best face forward is the way that I like to say it. Another thing, keeping your personal life personal and keeping your online life online. You cannot put them together, you have to separate it. And a lot of people don't understand it, but you make vlogs and you let your kids be involved. Yes, I do. Because even if I was not vlogging, my kids would still be in my Twitch streams because majority of the time I'm home with them and they may need something. I am a mom first now. So yeah, my kids are there. However, I don't show people where I live at. I don't let them see my family unless my family is okay with it. It's a broad things that I do disclose and things that I don't. Learning new things. You got software, your new styles, changing things up. The mental health factors are, why does a motorcycle gotta go by my house when I'm recording this? The mental health factors to this, you feel like a failure often because you work so incredibly hard and you see zero to no results. I have had mental breakdowns because I have busted my tail and I've seen nothing. And I would be having the exact same consistency for weeks. Now we get to our community. Why is my hair sticking out? Now we get to our community. You need to always be engaging. This is very draining, but people take the time to watch you and to engage with you. Make sure you are also taking that time to engage back. I do understand that, not everybody's your cup of tea, but maybe they like coffee. So you kind of need to be able to maintain that exact same personable attitude with every single body that wants to be involved in your community. People close to you, whether it be a very close friend that you have met at the very beginning who has been your number one since the beginning, or someone you know outside of Twitch wants to create drama. Happens to everybody. Being able to stand your ground and them not always agreeing with your choices and things of that nature is probably the most stressful thing. They all of a sudden feel as though they have any form of authority of your stream. I'm finding this extremely stressful. Putting your foot down and expressing that it's your stream and they take it the wrong way. I don't know if anybody else has dealt with this, but I have on multiple occasions. And I really do try my best to, if somebody comes into your stream and they have donated thousands of dollars or they have gifted 1,000 subs to your channel, are you gonna let them get away with murder? No. You're gonna keep on taking back what is yours. You're gonna keep on making sure that you stand your ground on your brand. Well, that's a little easier said than done. Because one, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and two, you really don't want to be disrespectful. But some people just don't get that memo. They really don't. Now, even though I have stated a bunch of downfalls and behind the scenes stuff that us content creators do, I truly do love what I do. I love every aspect of it. This has given me, yes, it's stressful, but name one job out there that is. You have downfalls of everything you do in life. My biggest advice when you're experiencing this is always stay positive. Always try to find the reason why you started. We all have a hard time finding this when we first start doing this, but end of the day, you figure it out. You figure out where you need to fix to get your mindset and motivate yourself again to keep going. Final words for this video: don't give up on your dream. Just because things get stressful at this moment, it's not going to stay stressful. Keep pushing forward. What's beyond that mountain that you're about to go over, it's much better. Be positive. Keep going for your dreams. You're not alone in this. I hope this video really does help you and gives you a better idea that if you are experiencing any of this stuff, you're not alone. We all understand what you're going through. And as the main person within all of this, we got your back. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button. I do have a question for y'all that if y'all don't mind putting in the comments below, things that you find stressful in content creating. What is it that you are finding a very hard time mentally or physically doing as a content creator? I'm finding a bunch of things that I find mentally and physically struggling, but I'm not giving up. That'll be it for this video, guys. See you next week for the next Twitch tip. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. See you later. Bye.